Hello all, greetings from Hyderabad. Today's event focuses on MCP Server Sitecore for the Order Cloud and presented by Vlad and hosted by Vishal and Yamini. Over to you, Vlad.
Thank you. I will start presenting my slides. Let me check here. Good. Yeah, so thank you for having me on your Sitecore meetup. Today I will present MCP Server for Sitecore Order Cloud. A few words about me. My name is Vlad Iobagiu. I work since 2008 with Sitecore. I can say that I'm one of the few guys that work with Sitecore 4.3. I was 8-time Sitecore MVP, and I'm based in Cluj-Napoca, Romania, in the middle of Dracula, in the middle of Transylvania, land of Dracula. So the agenda for today is MCP Server for Sitecore Order Cloud. I will tell you an introduction to MCP Server. We'll tell you a few words about MCP SDK. I will show you MCP Server for Sitecore products like XP, XM Cloud, Send, and other things. I will show you MCP Inspector, what represent, and then a few words about the MCP Server for Sitecore Order Cloud. And then I will have a demo, an interesting demo, I hope. And I hope everything will work fine. This presentation, I have it also in Warsaw, Poland. I have some issue with my demo, but I hope they will be much better because I should have better internet connection. Okay, so a few words about MCP Server. MCP Model Context Protocol is the full name. It's an open source standard for connecting AI application to external systems. I think it's pretty new in the market because it was released last year in November by Anthropic, and AI application like Claude or ChatGPT can connect to multiple data sources like local databases, local files, other cloud databases, REST API, and so on. So you can see here in this graphic how it was the AI world before MCP Server and then after MCP Server it was released. So you can see here you can unify the connection to multiple systems. Okay, so here are just a few things that I already mentioned. So we can say that MCP Server is a bridge between the AI models and the outside work, allowing to access up-to-date information, interact with special software, use specific data from companies, and perform action in external systems. Imagine that you had some events on your site and then ChatGPT need to connect every time to your system and to find information about the next events. But using an MCP server, you can give exactly future events that you just release on your site. So I think it's pretty nice things to have it in the AI world. And for example, here, imagine that you need to build multiple things for every application. Now you just build an MCP server and then it should work pretty nice. Why MCP server matters? It solves like real problems. And what I mentioned here, it's you couldn't see future events because your AI model wasn't trained. Also, we have some integration complexity because connecting to AI to different systems require custom code for each system, making it very expensive and time consuming. If I go back to this one, imagine that we have LLM from ChatGPT and we have LLM from Anthropic, and then we have 3 external systems, so we need to multiply N or M, so will be 6 in this case. Using an MCP server, it can connect to any LLM, and then we build just one time for external systems. So we really simplify the things. If we check here on their website, we can see that exists multiple SDK to build MCP server. We have TypeScript, we have Python, we have C# and other things. What I checked here, that the TypeScript and the Python are really up to date. And when I check the C#, because I'm a backend developer, I see that C# SDK is just in the preview mode. So if you want to build a new MCP server, is recommending to use one of these two. The MCP server for Sitecore products, so looks like we have multiple. I think this one is the most used and the most known because Anthony make a really great job building that MCP server. So using that one, you are allowed to create items, to get items, to use another GraphQL queries, to query from Sitecore index, and it has a lot of things. About these two, I cannot say much more because I didn't test them. And this one, it's built by me, Sitecore Order Cloud MCP. I started, so what is the history of this one? At the beginning, I wanted to create an MCP server for Sitecore, but I think Anthony, it was like 2-3 weeks faster than me, and he already made something. And then I said, I need to choose something else. But if you didn't do until now, please try this one. It's pretty good. And also, if you use Sitecore Order Cloud, then you can try also my product. What is the MCP Server Inspector? So it's an interactive developer tool for testing and debugging MCP server. It's built using React. I can run it from my local, and here I can test the tools that I created. So you can see here that I have tools for list catalogs, get catalog, create, and so on. I will show you in detail in a few slides. What is Sitecore Order Cloud. I'm not sure how many of you have experience with Sitecore Order Cloud, but yeah, it's a product that was acquired by Sitecore a few years ago, I think 3-4 years ago, and it's a SaaS product. It's API first product, and it has some key features like product management. You can create, manage, organize, update products and variants, categories, what else? Catalogs and pricing. And you can also extend these models and to have custom properties or attributes. You can have also order management. You can create and track the orders. You can manage the status. You can change. You can process payments. So it has almost all the needs you have for commerce product. You also have the customer and user management. You can manage the customer profiles, roles, permissions, and user-specific pricing. You can also integrate with third-party system, and for this kind of integration, you can use webhooks or API connectors. Also, Order Cloud supports role-based access control. In this way, you are sure that your system and your resources are secure when you access them. I verify on the Sitecore site how many REST API endpoints do we have, and it makes me a list here, and looks like we have around 450 endpoints. So you can see here we have a lot of things. For example, you have categories and endpoints. You have 24. You can create, update catalogs, delete catalogs. You will see it during the demo. So here it's a big list of the Sitecore REST API endpoints. What I have in the MCP server for Sitecore Order Cloud. So from that 450 REST API, I implement 96. So I implemented for catalog tools, for product tools, category tools, promotion, buyer, suppliers, price schedule tools, and address tools. So here it's like CRUD, CRUD. So I can create, I can read, I can update or delete any of these catalog products category tools. So here how I integrate it in Visual Studio Code. So you can see that it's a TypeScript application. Here is the main point of the application. I have the Order Cloud credential for username, password, client ID, and the scope. So I just choose for to have full access. I'm using the library MCP Server from this package. Here I register all the tools that I have. It's an external library, and I'm just connecting to the STD server transport. here on the VS Code folder, we need to have a file named mcp.json, and we can run, we can stop, we can restart it, and we can see here that I have 96 tools. But yeah, I will show you during the demo much more information. Now it's the demo. I will open now the Visual Studio Code. Let me check here. So I have created here MCP inspector. I will connect. I will see one error. I don't know exactly. It's just a new error. It's this one. But I will be able to see all the tools. So here you can see all the tools that I have. For example, for the catalogs, I have list catalogs, get catalog, create, update, patch, delete. Also, I have other tools for list catalog assignments, save catalog, and so on. So you can see here, it's a big list, around 96. Why it's pretty good, this one? Because, yeah, you can test. Probably I cannot do it. Let me check. Okay. If it's working, that, but probably, yeah. So you can see here that I can test. So I just ask information to get catalog using this profile, this ID, and show me some information. For example, I will try to get categories. I do not have it. Or I can list some products. So let's see if it's working here. It's not really working, but I can try with categories. I need to check what are these. I don't know, after the Polish meetup didn't work. So now I will go to Visual Studio Code. You can see that my MCP server is running, and I have here all the query that I made in the past. So I will try pretty simple. Show me all catalogs. So when I'm writing here, he understands what I'm writing, and he should query the right tool. So you can see here that it's trying to get run list catalog. I'm pressing continue. And I can see here what are my catalogs. I will try to get categories, for example, from this one. Show me all categories from the catalog with name. And it show me these categories: subscription, activities, electronics and wearables, and clothing. If we go to Order Cloud, I'm just giving here, and you can see that I have subscription and membership, activities, electronics, and clothing. So are exactly these four. So you can see that it's really querying my Order Cloud instance. I will try now to ask in Telugu language. I think it's your local language there. And I can write something like this. I cannot read it. And he understands exactly what I wrote there, and it will list all the catalogs. So I should have the same like here. And no, it was here. This one are the catalogs. So I have 7. Okay, I will ask something else in Telugu language. So I will ask to create a new product with the name Bicycle Wheels 2, because probably I have one already. I'm not sure if I delete it or not. So it's pretty nice that he can understand any language. So right now it's trying to search for a product with these names to be sure that it doesn't already have it. And now it's creating, and he put here a demo name. Okay, continue. Now it's getting the product and it's showing me few information about it. Now I will try to delete it. I will put something like this. Bicycle Wheels 2. So he knows that he needs to run delete product and using this product ID. Okay. So now it's trying to search for it. And it shouldn't find it. You can see here 0 search results. We can give to it more complex queries. For example, in the past I was running marathons and I noticed that it has some products for running. For example, I want to run a marathon, do you have any product for drinking water? This one is a complex one. Let's see what it returns me. So you can see here, it returns me a camel bag. Can you give information about camel bag product? So he knows that he needs to get the product with this ID. I'm not sure what he's doing right now, trying to get all the information, but yeah, let's see if it show me any picture of it. Can you show me a picture of the camel bag? So you can see here, it's a picture from the Content Hub. Open. And you can see that it's a real camel bag. So I just write there a few things and he discovered a real camel bag. Also can give other information. I have for Anna, can you give me product for helping my knee? So looks like he finds something. And I want a picture. Okay, let's see if it's a real picture or it's bluffing. And yeah, it's a real picture from my Sitecore Cloud instance. So I think, yeah, it can help us a lot in the future, this kind of stuff. For example, when you have to build a landing page using Sitecore Order Cloud, you can ask for all of the properties of the product, and then it's pretty easy to understand what you have to render. For example, yeah, I can give other information. Do you have any questions, or do you want to see something else on my demo?
Can you demo some other things like other few things if you can access some other like the order details or maybe subscription details, not the real values like in the cart values or something like that from Order Cloud?
Let me check if I have implemented, because as far as I remember, for the cart, I didn't implement. So here.
That's okay. Buyer tools or supplier tools is also fine.
Okay, or promotion. Show me all promotions. So he knows that you need to run the run list promotion. Let's see.
Yes, this is awesome because I think MCP is really providing a way to get all the data, and it will be useful in a smart way to create content also in future for the content migration and other things, right? Directly we can put the API data into the content item trees and we can work with that as well. I think this is really good presentation
Let me check
because we are
if
getting.
we go here.
Hmm.
Where are the promotions? So we get all. So it looks like we have 8 by cover, bundle 10, fall 10. You can see that I have 8 under this by
Yep.
cover 20, bundle 10, and fall 10. So this one is not fully ready for production, but you can use it if you want. But I need to extend with other stuff that Order Cloud provide to us, other REST APIs.
Okay, we are using the TypeScript code here, right? As you
Yes,
mentioned,
it's
that we do have
TypeScript.
other code. Okay. Okay.
So here you can see where I'm registering all the tools. So I have this one, authentication, catalogues, category, promotion. And this one I use it because I need sometimes to debug my code because it didn't always work. And for example,
So we can
for the
clone the game.
promotion, you can clone it.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I can clone it and I can get it locally up and running, right?
Yes, if you need any other information, ping me.
Yeah, because I think this is really interesting. Because there are few things that we need not go ahead into the console and API console and get the data, but rather than we can use that smart way to implement using the AI agents and this MCP as well. So I think it's really
Yes,
interesting.
exactly. To be honest, I do not have real live implementation of the Sitecore Order Cloud. I just read a lot, but I never implement a real cloud project. Real Sitecore Order Cloud project, not cloud. Sitecore Order Cloud project.
Okay.
But
But this
yeah,
is a lot of information. Yeah.
it's a lot of information here.
Okay. Any questions, guys?
I have
Anybody
one
has any
question.
questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have one question. Vlad, this is Kishore. This is really impressive to just connect with the Order Cloud. So, is there any way that we can extend this to shopping cart assistant? So the expectation would be here. So user can open the chat box and just fetch products and add it to the cart without losing the chat box window, and then show the cart. Something like that, can we extend the model to perform these tasks as in a shopping cart assistant?
Yes, it should be possible. To be honest, I didn't try. The only thing that we need to check, first of all, we need to isolate to be read-only, not to create products, right? And we need to be sure every time when somebody press the shop assistant that he log in to the Sitecore Order Cloud, because if I create a new chat and I'm writing in show me all catalogs, is losing the entire context. That's the problem. But probably, yeah, should be possible. I'm not sure now. I had this kind of problems in, oh, looks like it's working. I had these problems in Poland. But it looks like now it's not losing the entire context. But yeah, you need to be sure that it's authenticated.
Right. I mean, then we just integrate this into the the website actually. So
Yes.
yeah, the website is hosting the chat box, and that will connect to the MCP server and then perform the interactions by managing the state. So that
Yep.
would be extended use case maybe for this.
Yep.
One more question, Raj. So is it possible to get the any GitHub code base for this and the presentation?
Yes, so
Okay.
where is
Yep.
it? Here.
He did share here. Can you please put the
It's not
URL in
public.
the chat window so they can access it?
Sure.
Thank you, Vlad.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
all.
it's here.
Thank you.
Any other
Good.
questions, anybody?
Yeah, if no other question, that's it
Yeah.
from me. It was a pleasure to present you.
And I think this is
And
really, really interesting topic actually, because it's a very trending topic as well. And we'll learn many insightful things as well, because I think this is what the future looks like for me, because we'll just use more of content, not more coding like that. Also from API console, we are able to create items for migration also. That would be better, I guess. So I think overall, that was a really great presentation. Thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Vlad. Sorry.
thank you also. I wish you a good evening.
You too have a great evening.
And
Thank you, folks.
see you
Bye-bye.
next time. Bye.
Yeah, bye.